Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video review. This time I'm going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and that figure being Jyn Erso from Rogue One. This is very exciting as she is the main character from the new Star Wars film, and I've been very much anticipating her going on pre-order, so we can see everything she comes with and the price and all that good stuff. So in this video I will be talking briefly about the head sculpt, but I won't be going into depth with it just because I have made 2 videos now talking about that head sculpt because I feel very strongly that it's quite disappointing. So if you want my thoughts on that, feel free to check out those videos, but this video is mainly just going to be talking about the rest of the figure. I'll briefly mention the head sculpt, but nothing too in-depth with it. So let's get talking about it. First of all, she does have quite a few looks, and there is obviously a standard and a deluxe version. I will go into the differences between the two though. But you get, with this, these are just the images from the standard version, and the standard version you still get quite a few things. As you can see, first of all, with the figure itself, there's lots of layering going on with the clothing. She has, the gray undershirt, she has like a green jacket on top of that, and then a brown vest, and then she also has a scarf, and then her pants, and even at the bottom of her pants there's some layering going on there before the boots come on. So there's quite a lot going on with her costume, which is very nice. I do like that, and it does allow for multiple different options as far as how you want her to look and how you want to pose her. First of all, before I talk about the accessories and the differences there, with the options as far as what you can do with her costumes, there's 3 different versions. When you buy the standard version, you'll be able to do the first 2, and when you buy the deluxe version, you'll be able to do all 3. The first 2 is obviously, the first one is just her standard clothes with the jacket, the green jacket, and the brown vest, and then you can do scarf on or off. In the trailer, we've seen her in that costume with the scarf on and with it off as well. You can also put the hood up on the scarf too, so you can get quite a few different looks just with that one outfit. The middle outfit, which you can do with either version, there's not many pictures of. However, I think that I prefer it, and I don't know if I prefer it on the figure, but I prefer her look like that by far in the movie. In the movie, I think that she's going to spend most of her time like that, or at least during the important scene she's going to look like that. Definitely on the beach, that's the costume that she uses. So I think that that's a really good look. I like it a lot. It's just the gray, and her sleeves are rolled up. I think it's going to allow for good articulation because there's not many layers of clothes. And then she just has the brown vest on top of that, and yeah, it looks really good. And I also like the fact that she's got the bare arms basically, but then has gloves on. I think that looks quite cool. One issue with it is it doesn't look like they've sculpted the arms at all. It looks like it's just a plain true type arm there. It's that they added no actual human texture to, which is unfortunate, especially with their Donnie Yen figure, the Chirrut Imwe figure that they just did. One of his sleeves is kind of rolled up, so you can see part of his arm, and they actually sculpted his arm, which is really great. It was a great touch, and I would have really loved to see them do that with this figure as well, but instead it looks like it's just a plain old plastic arm that's, true type, which is unfortunate. Hopefully when you get it in person it's not super noticeable though. And then when you get the deluxe version, you can also have the Raincoat look. At the moment, I'm not quite sure how much of the movie she'll spend like that. Really, the only times that we ever see her in that costume in any of the on-set images or trailers or behind-the-scenes images or anything like that is when it's that raining scene. So I would imagine she's only going to wear that for one scene while it's raining and everything. And, it probably won't be a very long scene either. So I don't think that's a very important outfit, but I still think it's very cool. I think it was a great idea to offer it as a deluxe because you're obviously not forcing anybody to buy it, but you're giving them the option to, which is very nice. So I do like that quite a bit. I think that if you want to keep the price down on her, the deluxe version is not worth it, just because most of the accessories that the deluxe version comes with is nothing needed. Here, as you can see, comparison between the standard and the deluxe versions. They both offer quite a bit. I mean, the standard one comes with the blaster, comes with a smaller pistol comes with this like grenade thing here. I'm not even sure if she's going to use that in the movie. It just seems to be something that goes into her pocket on her vest. So I think that's more of a decoration. I don't think it's necessarily an accessory that she uses in the movie. Then it also comes with a baton. I believe you just get one baton that that the extended part can be plug in to the handle, and then this can flip up. So I believe it's just one baton that that you can, you know, pose basically to make it look like it's folded up. I don't think you're actually getting two. But the baton itself is quite neat. Then she comes with a the Death Star plans, most likely. Obviously, we see her running with those on the beach, and I think that that is just, it's a really cool looking accessory. It's very kind of 70s tech, which obviously is what Star Wars is born on, so I love the fact that they've kind of gone back with that for the Death Star plans in this one. I think it's super cool, so I'm really happy she comes with this accessory, and this is just one side of it, and this is the other side of it. She comes with this base. The base is the same with both of them. It's a standard base for Rogue One, and it does have that kind of artwork top that you can put onto it. I really like those artwork tops. I think that they look really cool, so I'm very happy she comes with that, and I'm very happy the deluxe one comes with it too. The environment bases, like they did with Donnie Yen, it's neat, but I do prefer the regular stand because it's just more unified with the collection. So that's what you get with the standard version. You obviously get her clothes and the scarf and everything too. And then the deluxe version comes with all of that, but it also comes with a few extra pieces that can be attached to several different guns. As you can see, there's a little peg here that can be attached to the smaller pistol. Here's the extended piece of the baton, which is why I think that it's just one baton that has a, you know, like a function basically. And then some other little pieces that can be put together to create a rifle. You can also put it together to create an even longer rifle and things like that. And then she comes with the other accessories that the other one comes with, but then she also comes with the this clothing, the poncho piece. She comes with this breathing kind of apparatus, which is basically attached to the poncho, and then she comes with this hat. The hat itself, I really like it on the figure. I think that it improves the face sculpt quite a bit, because one of my issues with the head sculpt is the hair, the way the hair is sculpted, especially at the top. I think that it kind of comes to a point and it gives her a pointy head. It doesn't look good. So with that hat and goggles on, that completely neutralizes that issue for me. So for me personally, with the hat on, she looks, the likeness is a lot better. So I do actually like that hat, and I would even consider possibly posing her that way, simply so that I can hide the hair, the way that it's sculpted. So I do really like the hat a lot. I think that is quite necessary. Now, my brief thoughts about the head sculpt, I won't go into it. Here's a nice image of the painted prototype. I mean, from this angle, it actually looks pretty decent, but again, I have a lot of issues with it, especially with the jawline. They've completely messed up the jawline, and if you want to see my video, you can get more in depth with that. The hair, again, comes to a point, makes her look like she's got more of a pointy head. She has, her lips are off as well, and then just personally, this is not necessarily something they screwed up, it's just something I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see her mouth open slightly so you can kind of see her teeth, because Felicity Jones has slightly larger front teeth, and I think that showing that would kind of make up for some of the other issues, because it would be a feature that's so unique to Felicity Jones that's seen on the figure. You'd automatically get the impression of Felicity Jones, so therefore it would really help sell the fact that that was her. So it is, I'm very disappointed with that head sculpt in general. It looks alright, but it's certainly not where it should be, and you know, I've seen Hot Toys obviously do worse head sculpts, but I definitely have seen them do a lot better, so it is unfortunate that they couldn't get this one right, and some of the issues are so obvious and easy to fix. Like the jawline should be so easy to fix, but they didn't. But anyway, I'm not gonna go crazy on that, but let's just talk about the prices and the release dates. They have gone on pre-order. As you can see, here's the deluxe version. It's gone on pre-order for $250, which is very expensive for a Hot Toys figure, especially just one that's relatively basic. She comes with a lot, but you know, it's a woman Hot Toys figure, so she's shorter. Felicity Jones is pretty short. She's about 5'3". So this Hot Toys figure, if it is in scale, should be just under 11 inches tall. So it's relatively a short figure, and it's a shame to see such a high price tag. To get the deluxe version, it's $30 more than the standard version. So you're basically getting an entire new outfit and then like one new gun. And oh, and she's also comes with the binoculars. I forgot to talk about that, but the ones that she's holding here, which is kind of nice. So she does come with some nice accessories. However, I think that none of them are needed, which is, you know, a good reason for them to be in the deluxe set. However, I would have preferred a slightly less price tag. I think $20 to $25 more would have been pretty good, but $30 more, it's a bit high, but not too horrible. I think that the standard version is just a little high on its own. I think that $220 is quite expensive for this figure. I think that this would be a perfect $210 figure, maybe $215 if you want to push it a bit, but $220 is a bit high. So I think that both the standard and deluxe version are just slightly overpriced for what Hot Toys is, you know, they're nowadays pricing rate. I think that it's still slightly overpriced. However, I do think that it's close enough that it shouldn't raise too many eyebrows. And lastly, we do obviously have images of K2SO looking very cool behind her, and we have seen him on display before, so nothing too new here, but it is just nice to see him, and I am very much anticipating his pre-order. And as you can see, he does look quite tall. Again, she should be just under 11 inches tall, so he's probably like 14 inches tall, maybe 15. Yeah, I'd say about 15, maybe 14 and a half, somewhere around there. So he does look like quite a tall figure, and I'll be very interested to see his price. His price is the biggest, you know, question mark of the Rogue One figures, so we'll have to see. But overall, I think this looks like a great figure. Disappointed in the head sculpt, however, the rest of the figure looks spot on, so I'm very happy about that. The release date is between July and September, which I think is quite far away. I would have liked it to be a little bit closer, maybe just kind of like May to July, you know, which is basically what they did for Rey and Finn. They both came out during the summer. I think that would have been nice, but instead it looks like this is going to come out just after the summer, you know, which is disappointing, but overall, I'm still quite happy with this. I think I'm probably going to get it. I'm going to wait to pre-order any Rogue One figures until I see the movie, just because these are characters that are from one movie and one movie only. We'll never see them again, so I want to make sure that I love the movie and I love the characters in the movie before I invest so heavily in the Hot Toys figures from it, just because I really don't want to get these and then, you know, in like a year or so just be bored of them because I'll never be able to grow or change my collection with them. So we'll have to see, but at the moment, I do think I'm going to get Jyn Erso, and if I do get her, which I think I will, I'll definitely be getting the deluxe version, just because, although I don't know if I'll ever display her with all the extra accessories, I think having the option to, and it'll be fun to change out her poses sometimes with all the extra accessories and the different costume. I think it's quite a neat idea. So I am liking the fact that Hot Toys is doing these deluxe versions. I hope that they continue to do them, and yeah, it just gives collectors different options, which is quite nice. So there you go, that's my video review of the Hot Toys Jyn Erso figure. Let me know what you guys think of the figure, and thanks so much for watching.